Mahalo for making us part of your evening. You're with Big Island Television Channel 7, the Aloha Channel. Well, back in mid-February, the voyaging canoe Makali left the Kona coast for a journey to Micronesia. The purpose here was to take Master Navigator Mau Pialug back home to his people in Satawal. Mau taught the crew of Makali the ancient ways of navigation by charting the stars and ocean currents. This is all part of the purpose of the Makali and its caretakers, Na Kalaiva'a, for people to learn open ocean voyaging. With this in mind, we take you back to its beginning, to a time when our own school students got their chance to ride the wings of the Makali'i.
O madari magamuai ke na moduero o madari na vaine malamai de alaul.
It means bringing up my history and my past and all of what my ancestors had done before me.
Everybody got to put together.
Ohana.
Yeah. Working together as one big family.
Yeah, big ohana.
Yeah.
Meeting everyone. It's a really nice experience. Yeah, you get to meet a lot of people from other schools and you really get to know them. And it's like you've known them forever.
You never catch the wind. You let the wind find you and you find the wind. Wherever the wind is, that's where you go to.
It was a 2-week journey that took them from Kauai High down to South Point and back. 90 students from 8 Big Island high schools embarked on this trip of a lifetime. But for those who built Makali'i, the journey began in 1994. Hard at work in Waimea, in a quiet warehouse off the roadside, was a group of dedicated volunteers working towards a goal they believed in with all their hearts. The Makali'i, a fiberglass double-hull canoe 52 feet long, 20 feet wide. Its purpose is twofold. One, to join the Hokulea and Hawaiiloa on a voyage of rediscovery to Tahiti, and the other, to serve as an educational tool for anyone wishing to learn the ancient ways of canoe building and voyaging. Makali'i, little I. Because navigation in the open seas would come from the stars, Makali'i was named after the constellation Pleiades, a group of stars situated directly above the canoe house.
Makali also is the beginning of the new year for in the Hawaiian calendar, so to say, at the time of Makahiki. So it's like a new beginning, a new year. So that's one dimension to the name for this canoe. Another is Makali'i was the navigator for the canoe Hawaii Loa.
The Makali'i wasn't built from paper diagrams, but instead by the wisdom and experience of its project directors, knowledge not written, but spoken.
We've been voyaging on the Hokula pretty much, and so we basically knew what we wanted and what direction we are going to go, and but it's a matter of putting everything together. And we started pretty much without any kind of blueprints or anything. We just kind of went along the way and did what we needed to do.
One question that arises: how did the ancient mariners get their canoes from the mountain to the sea? Well, this is how the modern mariners do it. From here, the Makali was craned off the truck, put in the water, and a blessing with an ava ceremony commenced. She fulfilled her dream of joining the Hokulea and the Hawaiiloa on a voyage of rediscovery to Tahiti, and today, Makali is keeping her promise to the people to serve as an educational tool for anyone wishing to learn the ancient ways of canoe building and voyaging. And this is where our group of students come in. Here they would learn all the navigational skills necessary for a successful journey, lessons that would take them from port to port here on the west side of the Big Island safely.
The elements is what's controlling you, not you. The elements. So you gotta listen to the winds, the waters, the land, everything. Is what's around you that makes the canoe sail.
You got a captain. You have the captain who is the head of the whole crew. You have the navigator who plots the course. You have the quartermaster. He takes care of the food, the supplies there.
They have to learn about the sea and navigation, and a lot of our kids are all certified now. First aid, CPR, basic life saving, basic water safety, I should say. So there's a lot of things we do.
I think it's commitment that filters them out. And so they're forced to choose to be committed to the program, to be committed to Arohana, and even with Konawaina and doing their share of the work. It's a growth process, and I think that's a key. They all love it.
It's a new experience.
Yeah, it's better than a classroom. You learn more. You learn much more than a classroom.
It's really hands-on.
Yeah,
and after you've done something wrong, you know not to do it again. The captain and the navigators, they're all students, and we're like the head of the va'a, but then if we screw up, then there's always someone there for us.
Yeah.
They basically planned their whole trip, and as far as outfitting the canoe, food, what they needed, their crew members, what they had to do. And in their spring break is when they had their training aboard the canoe, their actual hands-on training, I should say, on board the canoe. But since the beginning of the year, they've been getting ready in their classroom and learning. Makali was built for this reason, and they're being the first group to do this and to do it successfully, and all the learning that's come out of it. We're very proud of them. Our kupuna is very proud of them.
To me, it was Chad's time to do it, yeah. He took on a responsibility. I know he was nervous at times, but he also knew that I'd be there for him and all the crew be there for him, And that's what this whole thing is about, is learning, sharing, and passing the knowledge.
They are learning organization, team building, using the stars at night. They have learned to work together, think fast. The critical thinking skills have really developed in the last 2 weeks. And eventually, we're slowly, as advisors, pulling back and letting them see how much we've had to carry and how much more they'll have to start doing on their own.
For Friday, I'm going to be navigator, so I have to choose which course we're going to take and follow that course.
And she will call the shots. She bark, we answer.
Being seasick is mostly caused by what you eat, yeah.
Oh, is that
Yesterday we went on the va'a and I was sick like a dog. Yeah. Oh, but I picked myself right back up. Right. You feel much better after you palu.
She gooder. She's still your blanket, but
3-4 times.
I love to sail.
Yeah, me too.
I just love to sail. I've been doing it for 3 years now. The first year was on Eala, and last year too, and then this year was Makali'i. And all the 3 years, it's always been different. You learn new things, and this, going from Eala to Makali'i was from 5th to 12th grade, jumping all the grades, getting into the hardcore stuff, right?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, you're on the va'a, the canoe, and you're just over there rocking with it. And it feels good because it's like you're as one and we're all a crew, yeah. It feels great.
It basically talks about the the birth of Makali, of the Pleiades and of the canoe. You can sense the pride that they have in where Makali comes from and from her birth of, like they say, Hanau Makali Kapo, the night, and just like bringing them into the light. Personally, it was rewarding for me because like I said, we hoped that the students would come and that we could share the knowledge, and just having them come and just sharing a little bit, 2 weeks out of their lives, it's been really rewarding for us.
2 weeks later, they arrived back at where they started, in Kauai High, a little weary, exhausted, tired, and ready to do it all over again.
When we first started, it was one school here, it was all individual schools. But when we sail on open ocean, we sail as one family, no matter where you're from, yeah. So to get them to bond took a little bit, but once the bond was created, you can see the results of that. Now you don't really know who's from what school, yeah. And that was something that made me really feel good in my heart. Besides that, the kids now, they're proud. They're proud to be a part of something that's unique, that they think is important in their lives. When you see in the canoe for the first time in Waimea, we talked about doing this, someday having a bunch of students sail with us so we can have the knowledge and our feelings, and today is the result of that. Yeah.
We learned a lot, got a lot out of it, a lot of new friends, new family members. Big family. Yeah.
I want to say thank you to the NACO for accepting me for who I am. Everyone here, thank you. And I want to say it's not the end, it's the beginning. Malama pono.
This group is really unique in a sense that this is the first time this has been done with Makali. And it's through your learning and hopefully your sharing that'll make this thing this whole project go for years to come. So think about it, it's been a special day for you guys and a special time because of the fact that this is the first time it's been done with Makali. Hawaii is our home, and it's really important that we take care of it. I can honestly say we're really proud of you guys, what you guys accomplished. And to all our parents and supporters, teachers and stuff, thanks for letting us be a part of this whole thing.
You have done the Ohana system. I've seen all the different schools come together and hold hands together. It's very, very important that you come together in this way. To Maya Lama Ka Aina, Malama Ka Ohana, Pili Koko, come together as one.
To give you an update, these students have since gone on with their lives but will never forget this experience. As for the Makali'i, she continues to fulfill her purpose. Their current trip to Micronesia is so far very successful. As of Wednesday, March 24th, the crew has departed the island of Chuuk and is now on their way to Satawal. Master Navigator Maupialug should be home with his people by next weekend. Meanwhile, the crew and boat are all in good spirits. Makali'i is due back home to the Big Island on the 1st of May.